Hi, welcome back to the channel, TrainStation 2. Alright, going to prepare for this Train Tycoon mini event. You're going to make your factory to full capacity by filling up the in tray and the out tray of the factories, as well as you're going to collect all the train parts for the standby of upgrades. As well, just a reminder, you're going to collect all the Christmas event rewards before it's totally gone. And I'm really happy to share with you I've leveled up to 209 and managed to get some gems and keys. And of course, a tiny bit of coins. Alright, now let's enter into the gameplay. It was quite a fun event, a very long one. Managed to claim quite a number of trains. You can see there, that is for phase 1, all the 5 trains. And then in the last bit whereby you have the mistletoes, I managed to claim the gingerbread train. There are basically 3 trains that I missed out. The chimney train, which is a legendary one, a rare one, 1,000,000 likes. And I nearly got the common train, which I shot off maybe about less than 20 mistletoes for this train itself. So it's quite a waste, but nonetheless, this is part of the game. So I managed to get the Christmas Palace as well, but I'm not going to get the profile, of course. Now, given the fact that we are only at the balance of the Christmas event items that we need to deliver to get the remaining keys, I think we're just going to make best use of them and then collect all the requirement items and send them off so that we can get and exchange those keys for upgrades parts. It means your train parts. Alright, so at the same time, what I'm going to do, besides collecting the Christmas items, I'm going to make sure my factories are all filled to the brim, be it the input and the output tray. And of course, more importantly, I think we're going to keep on collecting those coins so that you have more than sufficient money to do train upgrades, which according to what I learned from the previous experience in this Train Tycoon mini event, normally you will be asked to do a lot of factory production. So that's why I'm trying to fill up all my 6 factories to the brim. The other one will be definitely train upgrades and deliveries by different type of trains. So what I'm trying to do right now is really to rush to collect more of the meta keys by making sure I have them. I need to basically move the levels. So like I'm going to move it 208 to 209 so I can collect more of the meta keys and then have collect another set of trains so that we have more of different types and train itself. So you know, sometimes they will ask you to use steam trains, like for example 6 common trains and steam, for example, as double restriction, or it could be as simple as 3 legendary. So it depends sometimes on the number of rewards that they give you in this mini tycoon. So in preparation for that, you could of course get more type of trains. That's one. That's only through metal keys. And the other things I said is really to make sure you have lots of train parts, because sometimes they may ask you to upgrade a train or 2 as part of the mini tycoon requirement. I think basically what I've just said, factory filled to the brim, collect train parts for upgrades of trains, which are also part of it, and then get more types of trains through meta keys. Sometimes they may also ask for the population upgrade request buildings. Basically those buildings that you need to upgrade, those are also part and parcel, but it's a bit rare sometimes. They may also ask you to spend meta keys. That is also one of the requests. And of course, I think one of it is also to collect the number of whistles from the depot. So these are the common things that the mini tycoon event will ask you to do. So just get prepared whatever you could. If you wish to, you may wish to not upgrade the trains so that you can fulfill the train upgrades later on. That's also part of the things you can prepare. But because I've already gone into a new region and my capacity for the trains are really tiny, so that's why I'm trying to upgrade the trains. Just got a level up to 209, so we got more meta keys. Still not getting 100 yet, so we can't really claim another train, probably later. Meanwhile, I'm trying to dump away those requests that we can't do. So in preparation, hoping to get one that we can, and then we just on standby. Alright, so here we are. trying to grab every single piece of XP that we can get to do leveling up to the max as possible before the start of the mini tycoon. And of course, if you ask me, would I want to start late? Definitely. I mean, all competitions, the key to winning, besides preparation, is starting late. And the question is how late? Then it's about minimally, I must say, 12 hours, and if you can afford 16 hours. All right, so this is something you got to resist from playing the game for about 12 to 16 hours. Once you log in, you are entered into the competition, so do not start the game at all right? So you gotta just make sure that, all right? So really starting late is really something that helps us to put into a more relaxed group of competitors and not so competitive and aggressive, so you feel much better in terms of performance in the competition. You don't trust me? You can look at the playlist of my TrainStation 2. In the latest Christmas event, managed to get 9 first and 1 second. That is all because of starting late, and besides, of course, really in preparation. So this is really the key. And if you've been following my video, you know me, I'll always start very late in competitions. And of course, preparation is always important. And especially you enter in a new region, it's really important to grow your fleet. As you can see, I've just entered into region 5 with almost no metal keys. That's something that didn't envisage to do, because I was thinking of starting the ETO, but unfortunately I mistook the fact that I did not click on the maps in region 5. I will not enter it. That's why I thought of just claiming another 2 or 3 sets of 100 metal keys, and to my surprise, I was given a train in region 5, and that broke my ETO strategy. Otherwise, normally I will enter in the new region with about 3,000 metal keys, and then I'll use 2,000 of them for 20 100 keys container, and then 1,000 for about 5 200 keys container. So that's normally what I do when I cross region, but in this time I'm thinking of ETO, so I didn't even bother to save keys. But unfortunately, as I said, I make a mistake. So then part and parcel. I mean, but so far I'm being compensated by being lucky. I managed to get a few legendary and epic train through 100 keys container, and leveling up really fast. I mean, from 200 to 209, I managed to get quite a number of meta keys. At the same time, the event trains has helped a lot. I mean, I got 6 event trains, of which 2 are legendary, and then 2 are epic, 1 rare and 1 common. So that will also help together with all the trains that I've collected. And normally I do not advocate dismantling of any trains, except for common trains. If you really have a lot of that type of common trains like steam common, then why not get a parts and upgrade your train capacity? Otherwise, I wouldn't encourage the dismantling of trains. When should you then dismantle trains? You could actually dismantle trains during this kind of mini event when they ask you to upgrade trains. So when you dismantle during this period of time, then you have those parts, and then you can do upgrades. Alright, so rare train and above, do not dismantle, because it's really difficult to get rare train and above. So please keep your trains well, especially when you have a very tiny fleet, unless you are really in excess, assuming you have 7 dispatcher and you have 8 rare trains of the same type, then probably you can dismantle one of them. Alright, so you're just hoping that when it comes to really difficult requirements like double or triple restrictions, that they say that you must give rare train steam, for example, and then for that circumstances you have 7 dispatcher, and you should have 7 of those trains. So otherwise, if you dismantle too many, even though they are duplicates, you may not have 7, and you may be wasting your time with the dispatcher doing nothing. Alright, so that's what I mean by do not dismantle your trains, okay? And if you ask me whether should you be constantly upgrading your buildings, yes, you must do that. And how do you get those blue maps? Do the sea trade. Almost every day or the day after, the captain will come by with the sea trade, be it good or bad sea trades. Most of the time it's not that fantastic. Just do them and collect that double blue maps with a video. And then here we go. I mean, upgrading all the buildings and then increase the population. You can see that my population has increased to about 7,000 plus. As I said, I started really late in this 5 building technique. I started almost, I think, in region 3 and with only 2,000 population. But with this 5 building technique, I managed to increase to 7,000. And I'm really hoping to join the 10,000 population group itself, because this is an achievement with 10,000 population. And of course, with the population increase, the next best thing to do is definitely increase the warehouse spacing, which is the key fundamental to winning this all the events and whatnot. So it's really important, and I always advocate using the input and output tray of the factories as your interim warehouse spaces. And then really prepared for this mini Tycoon. You can see me filling up all the smelting plants and iron mills, etc., all to the brim. It doesn't matter what are the items, as long as you have items there, because the mini Tycoon event doesn't ask for a specific requirement of items, but rather one things that is produced from a single factory, for example iron mill. So you just got to complete any one of them, it doesn't matter which type. Alright, so that's what I've been doing, and I'm also going to start to collect lots of parts. Alright, thank you for watching, and I wish you good luck in this mini Tycoon event. Goodbye.